Hi, I'm Peter, and look, this is for basic guitar, so a little bit of an intro, and just to try and teach you some of the things that I learned when I was learning the guitar. I'm not brilliant at it, but I'm certainly sharing it with you. So you just heard an intro there. We have got the guitar. It's a steel string guitar because it's got steel strings, 6 of them. We have the neck. We also have the frets, which are these steel things that sort of just go along here. And you can also see some dots, so that's every 3rd fret, they go down, and then it jumps to the 12th. And also on your guitar, you maybe see some black dots here, which also help you show where you are on the fretboard. So, playing a note, I was also holding a plectrum. There are different sorts of plectrums. I mean, this one looks nice, it's a turtle shell sort of finish, but it's very soft. That's probably the thing about a plectrum. And the other thing, I've got another one here, and this is a lot harder. So for a beginner, it's probably recommended that you use the softer one. It's a bit more forgiving with the sounds. But yes, now let's have a look. You want to start playing, and your friends want to, as soon as you tell them you're learning guitar, they'll say, play me a song. So what we might do is just get you something so you can at least play a bit of a sound. I'm actually playing an E chord at the moment, or an E minor. So what I'll do is, looking at the first string, this string here is completely open. I am coming to the 2nd fret, and I'm going to hold that down with this finger, and it's on my left hand that I do this. Most guitarists are left-handed. There are right-handed guitars, so you use your other hand to play. But at this point, I am now pushing down this string, and the string just below it too, with this finger. And if we are holding these correctly, you should hear all the other strings are open. So if I was to take that off, now hold that one and this one. So still got all of these strings are open, the bottom 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those 4 are all open and I'm not touching them. These 2 are now pushed down. So, and the top one's open. That gives us an E. Now, it'll take a while to get the practice to hold these down without sort of accidentally slipping off or your finger not doing the right thing. So, just got to practice this, and it's a real basic chord, this one of your fundamentals. And with the strumming, we want to try and just be consistent. So, I'll use a plectrum at this point. So, 2, 3, 4, everything needs to be consistent with its rhythm. 2, 3, 4. So when you first start, you kind of go. Try not to do that. Just try, and while you're a beginner, besides mastering where you're holding your chords, we're just going to run down. Now I'm not really pushing hard. I'm just being gentle and just brushing over them. Can you see also to my hand where I'm strumming? I'm not strumming up. You can strum up there, but this is where you'll get your maximum volume from. So compared to, there's a different sound if you do that. Now try and use this part, which is the bridge. Okay, and we can just keep our hand roughly around that area. So if you're kind of just really taking big strums, you'll find that your rhythm's a bit more difficult to try and manage. And I'm kind of using my elbow as the point to move, and you can use your wrist as well. But for now, I'm just doing pretty controlled downstrokes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so, and when you get a little bit better, you can, instead of not pulling up, I notice I'm going 1, 2, 3, and I'm not touching the strings. So here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So we'll just try that again. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So we're just trying to get that rhythm. As you practice the chord, it will get really boring just strumming like that all the time. So you might want to, at the same time as you're developing the pattern on your chord here, you get your rhythm going too. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay. If we've got the E chord happening, we can drop down here and just drop it down 2 strings. So the same pattern that we had, we're just going to move it down 1 string. So everything, the same pattern, everything just drops down 1. So in theory, we are hitting this string and we are hitting this string here. The first 2, 1, 2 are open. Then we are pushing this one down and this one down, and then the rest are open. So to E, A minor. Now, some of us are a bit tempted not to use these fingers as I've shown you, and you might want to use these fingers. That's okay, but when you're learning, it's probably best to learn that you get your fingers correct, because later on we use this finger a bit further on.